Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Now comes angles. What is angle? Figure formed by two rays meeting at a common end point is termed as angle. I hope you remember what we learnt about rays and how we need to draw rays.
Look at the animation.
When two rays originate from the same initial point, an angle is formed. In the figure, two rays OA and OB originate from O, so they form an angle AOB or BOA. We write angle AOB as angle AOB and angle BOA as angle BOA. The common point of the two rays O is called the vertex of the angle AOB. Ray OA and ray OB are called the arms of angle AOB. Note that while naming an angle, the vertex letter is always written in between other letters. Sometimes angle AOB can be written as angle O. Sometimes we denote the angle by using any natural number like angle 1 or small letter like angle X. An angle divides the surface of the paper into three parts. Interior of the angle. The shaded portion shows the interior of the angle PQR. Boundary of the angle. The figure shows the boundary of the angle PQR. Exterior of the angle. The shaded portion shows the exterior of the angle PQR. The boundary and the interior of an angle together is called the angular region.
Moving ahead, let's understand this better with the help of this diagram. So here they are saying that let us name the angles from this image. So you see that here we have a total of 4 points and clearly you have two angles in front of you that are meeting at point P. But look at here, I have the biggest angle, that is angle APC. And this angle APC can also be named as, we can name it as APC or we can call it CPA. So this is how we can name them. And now in this bigger angle, I can see two small angles. So angle APB, or we can write this as angle BPA. Now what more I can see is angle BPC. And I can write angle BPC as angle CPB. I hope this is clear. Now one thing very important I want you to notice here is that none of the angle I can name as angle P. Even though we can clearly see that the angles are having this P as the starting point, but still we cannot name any angle as angle P. It is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Because we have two angles that are represented by this particular point P. One this one, one this one, and I'm sorry, it should be not two. In fact, three angles are being represented here in this image by the help of the point P. So we cannot write down any angle here as point P. Okay, we need to be very specific and use all the three letters in order to name the angle. Moving ahead in the lesson, let's talk about the interior, exterior and on the angle. Now starting with the interior, let us shade the part that is in the interior of this angle. So here, whatever you can see that I'm shading, everything this falls in the interior region of this particular angle. Now let us mark what is in the exterior of this angle. So everything that comes outside this angle, everything comes in the exterior region. And talking about the particular, if something is on this particular angle, let's say a point A. If this point A is lying on this particular angle, we call it is on the angle. Now let's just draw a point D here, a point C here. Can you tell me what is the location of point D? The answer is it is in the interior. If I ask you what is the position of point C in this particular angle, the answer is that it is in the exterior of the angle. And say if this is a point, say Q, so what is the position of point Q in this figure? Oh, I'm sorry, Q is already here, so we cannot name it Q. Instead say this is angle point T. So what is the position of point T? It is on the angle. And yes, if I ask you what is the position of point Q, so the answer is again that it is on the angle. Okay. Similarly, point P and point R are also on the given angle. So what have we learned? We have learned about angles. We know how to name them, and we know how to name the regions and how to locate the points in the region of a given angle.